Now, the biggest decision I've probably had to make today is what t-shirt to wear, or whether to film with the door open or the door closed. Making decisions is not easy. Sometimes you make the right choice and sometimes you don't. I'm sure we've all got experience of making the wrong choice. Now, today I'm going to go through some expressions connected to making choices and decisions in English. At the end of it, there is a little dilemma which I would like to know your answer to down in the comments below. So let's get started. Here are the expressions connected to choices and decision making. A toss-up. If something is a toss-up, it means both choices are equally perfect. So this summer it's a toss-up whether I want to go to Japan or to Korea. Both equally the same. A 50-50 chance, like tossing a coin. To weigh the pros and cons. This means you look at the advantages and the disadvantages of each choice that you have in front of you. Why should I choose option A instead of option B? Why is A better than B? Why is B better than A? This is weighing up the pros and cons. To stick to your guns. This means to be firm and to not change your mind. To stick to your decision, regardless what criticism you receive from other people. If you stick to your guns, you've decided you're going to do this, and so you do it. I'm in a quandary. If you're in a quandary, you're in a state of mind where you don't know what to do. You don't know what decision to make. In a quandary. To keep your options open. I don't know whether to date person A or person B. Keep your options open. Maybe they're both terrible. Date them both and see what happens. That's not advice, that's an example. The lesser of two evils. This is when you choose the least unpleasant out of the two options that you have. So if you can't use your car to go to work, you have two choices. You walk or you use the train. You choose the lesser of the two evils. You choose the train. Unless you're a fitness freak and then maybe you want to walk for 1 hour. It's my way or the highway. Do what I say or go. You don't really have much of a choice. A no-brainer. A no-brainer is something that is obviously the right choice. Now, when you go bargain hunting at the car boot sale on Sunday mornings in the UK, you might hear this expression, take it or leave it. Take it or leave it means accept it or reject it. I don't care, basically. The price of this very, very old book is £25. Take it or leave it. An old book for £25. I wouldn't take it. I'd leave it. Plan B. Plan B is obviously not Plan A. Plan A was the original idea that you had that failed, and so you go to Plan B, the second option, the alternative solution. To test the waters. This expression means that you try to find out how successful something is going to be before choosing that option, before doing that thing. So you try to test the waters. You try to see which option is the best choice for you, maybe by getting some inside information or doing some research. For example, maybe you go to do a free lesson at a sports club before actually joining, to see if you like it, to see if you like the place, the equipment. You don't know, maybe you hate it. So you test the waters first. I'm spoilt for choice. I don't know which to choose because they're all perfect. When you have to choose from many things and they're all pretty similar and you like them all, you say you are spoilt for choice. It's difficult to decide which one to choose because you want them all. Generally my situation. Like when you go to buy dishwasher tablets. In the supermarket you see hundreds of different options. You're spoilt for choice. Now if I say take it one step at a time, I mean take your time. Don't decide immediately. Think carefully. Don't be careless. Take it one step at a time. Now if I say I want to take a back seat, I don't mean to sit in the back of the car. I mean I won't take part in the decision making. I will let the other people decide and I will go along with whatever decision they make. I'll take a back seat in this decision. Thank you. In two minds. If you're in two minds, it means you don't know what to do. I'm in two minds whether to move in with her or not. As broad as it's long. This basically means it's the same. Both choices are the same. There's not really much difference. As broad as it's long. If you have a catch-22 situation, what do you think it means? An easy situation or a complicated situation? Well, basically it means you have a situation where you can't do one thing without doing the other, and you can't do the other without doing the other. Does that make sense? So we have activity A and activity B. You can't do activity A without first doing activity B, and you can't do activity B without first doing activity A. This is a catch-22 situation. Now this last one I like a lot. To split hairs. Now it doesn't literally mean taking a hair and cutting it down the middle, splitting it. It means when something doesn't really matter. Something's not important. So I can say, Jenny and Thomas were arguing over how long it took to get from London to Manchester. Jenny said it took 5 hours and Thomas said it took 4.5. You can say, stop splitting hairs. In other words, it's not really important. It takes as long as it takes. It's more or less the same, obviously depending on traffic. So now let's get to the juicy part, the dilemma I want your answer to in the comments below. You and the person you're married to go into a restaurant. At the far end of the restaurant, you see your married sister with another man. She is holding hands with him, kissing him, whispering sweet nothings into his ear and playing footsie under the table. But that's not the only problem. He's also your lover. What would you do?